It's a major attraction here in Austin, and a group dedicated to a popular hike and bike trail wants to make sure it stays that way.
The Trail Foundation is celebrating 15 years here in Austin, and to celebrate, late last year, the group announced 15 new projects along the Ann and Roy Butler hike and bike trail along Lady Bird Lake, and they're already making some progress on that this morning. Chris Davis joining us with an update. Good morning, Chris.
Yeah, good morning, John and Sally. So workers just last week finished installing this guardrail here on Cesar Chavez, right about here at Lamar. And of course, the goal of this, the point of this, is to protect the people who are using the trail just right next to where these cars are whizzing past here this morning. Now, this was sort of a joint project between the Trail Foundation and the city's Public Works Department. It is not part of those 15th anniversary projects, but you are going to start to see some progress on those in the coming weeks as well. Before the Trail Foundation were just the trails.
First moved here in 1959.
Gregory Chobin's been walking them since the trails were young, even as they've changed under his feet.
They've widened the trails, they've flattened the trails, they've made improvements like the boardwalk and this much better access under the Congress Avenue Bridge.
The next change isn't far from Congress, just a little bit east at the Four Seasons. Brazos Bluff will break ground this fall. It's a landscaped sitting area that'll help curb runoff that's causing erosion.
I mean, when you're out walking or running the trails, you're always looking for a nice shaded place to sit down, especially in the summer.
So the Trail
Foundation's executive director says they're making progress on the 14 other anniversary projects. After Brazos Bluff, a new restroom east of I-35 should break ground in January or February. And between now and then,
we're doing a lot of tree pruning, a lot of invasive removals along the shorelines.
Ecological restoration, as they call it, is one of the 15 projects, too.
I think it is just truly one of the gems of our city.
Gregory is happy to see progress being made to polish that gem. So the Trail Foundation gets money from private donations and also some from the city for some of their bigger projects, and they can be pretty darn big. That new walkway underneath the Congress Avenue Bridge, that clocked in around $2.5 million. And that boardwalk on the other side of the lake, that cost a total of around $27 million. Send it back to you.
It ain't cheap, Chris. Thank you very much. The Seaholm Waterfront project, though, is not part of the 15 items that the Trail Foundation wants to focus on right now.
It's the city's old water intake building right by Lady Bird Lake. The foundation updated City Council last month, saying it has money to start cleaning up the area so people could start walking through it. The foundation says right now it doesn't have the near $17 million to help pay for the entire project. The idea is to turn this area into an open air space where people can sit, you can eat, drink, and possibly hold events like concerts, maybe even art exhibits. Other additions include improving trails, putting in kayak docks, and possibly even an amphitheater.